G'day guys, ZiggyD here. Recently I was invited by Hasbro to attend Magic the Gathering's Grand Prix event in Sydney as part of a sponsorship that I'm doing with them. Well, Ryan from Twitch channel Pandamonium and I had a score to settle from the last GP, so we roped in none other than Marshall Sutcliffe, a popular professional Magic commentator, to commentate and pick apart our terrible plays. It was an insanely fun game, and Marshall's commentary is extremely insightful and entertaining. I hope you guys enjoy.
Hey there, I'm Marshall Sutcliffe. I do Pro Tour commentary for Wizards of the Coast. I also do the Limited Resources podcast, and I'm going to be commentating a little Grudge match here, booster draft Grudge match between these two gentlemen, and I will see what they came up with. I'm going to call it straight here, boys. I'm going to be real straightforward, and we're going to see what you guys came up with. I'm pretty curious.
This will be a different level to what you're used to commentating.
Yeah.
Just be aware.
Yeah, noted. Duly noted. Yeah. Yeah, it is interesting. You know, we come in for like a Grand Prix, which is an open event. Anybody can play in it, so we get varying skill levels. But when you get to the Pro Tour, like, the players are very good there, and they very rarely make mistakes. And now we've got a third tier below both of them.
Perfect. That's the exact sort of commentary I hope.
Yeah. The below tier. Out of commentating wise, what is the format that you enjoy commentating the most?
Limited.
Limited?
Yeah, I do a podcast about Limited. That's where I started doing Magic stuff.
I don't normally do a lot of Magic stuff. Can you explain what Limited might mean?
Yeah, so, you know, normally when you think about Magic, you think about building a deck from the cards that you own, you know, at home. And sometimes those are in different subsets like Standard and Modern and stuff. But with Limited, you know, you show up with some booster packs, and you're going to build your deck from the cards that you open out of those booster packs. And my personal favorite is Booster Draft, which is what you guys did here, where you open one and pass the rest around, and that just has this kind of cool flow and rhythm to it that you don't get when you just open up the packs and build your deck. But yeah, and the key difference is you don't know what you're going to play when you sit down. You have no idea. You have to think on the fly, right? Like when you guys are drafting, you're like, well, I could take this card or this card, and like you have to know how good they are, whether they go in your deck, whether you are going to cast them, you know, all these different things. And you don't get to practice with your deck. You build it, you guys sit down, and off you go.
Ryan and I have a bit of a rivalry going on here. We've had quite a few matches, and this draft, I know he drafted mono white, and I was trying to draft blue white, so he ate a lot of the cards that I wanted.
How close were you guys sitting next to each other?
He was on the other side. No, you're on the other side of the table, weren't you? So.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's normally hard for players sitting right next to each other to have the same colors.
Yeah.
Because if he's drafting white, he's taking all the good white cards, and he's passing the rest to you, and you're like, well, I don't have any.
I thought this one should come back around, and then it didn't, and I was like,
yeah, he probably has it.
Shall we begin?
Yeah, sure. You rolled 2 dice?
You do. You always roll 2 dice because it reduces the chances of a tie. Also, you did it correctly.
The old double 6.
Yeah.
You rolled correctly.
You guys didn't cut each other's decks.
We didn't cut each other's decks.
You know that's a rule.
I need to mulligan as well. So you're already criticizing my faux pas.
But you can't mulligan until he cuts your deck.
All right, no more cheating. Thanks for calling me out.
Yeah, you're welcome. And I can tell you should probably be really careful because this hand is fantastic.
I need to flip this card.
That's classic. So I know you have a flip card.
There's a little information in there for you.
A bit of a tell.
Or was there?
Yeah.
That's also not expert poker players either.
Yeah. I'm going to put that out.
A questionable play, I think, but you're the commentator, so
no, it's okay. He's all right.
You don't get to decide these things now. We have someone for that.
Okay, all right. And I'm going to play you 3 instead.
Leave a card. All right, whatever. Yep, I'm good.
Pass to you, my friend.
Thank you. No more bets.
What do you got? Oh, very nice. Well,
not so good.
It's normally very nice until your opponent plays a human and then keeps playing humans for the rest of the game. You have to tell him you're done.
Oh, I'm finished. No more bets.
That's something I've been working on too. Is actually like talking about what we're doing.
Most people untap their mana the other way.
I'm doing it that way.
All right.
Does that count as mine? Can I use that?
Yeah.
I think I can play with that.
Oh, you drafted a deck here.
I attempted to.
This is decent.
And I'm going to put a 1/1 on him until the end of turn. I don't think we need to counter that, do we?
Yeah, no.
I'll declare attackers. So it's 2/2.
He gave it +1/+1 until end of turn.
Yeah. I'll take the 2 then.
Oh, that's much better.
Okay.
Are you playing another color?
Nope.
You know you can play more than one, right?
I can play more than one.
More than one color in your deck?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No, it's good. No, it's good. It's good. I like white cards. I see what you did though. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna play.
I think you drafted mono white just to peeve me off. Right?
Oh, okay. He took like half of your deck.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Play a Moreland Drifter.
Alright.
Declaring attackers.
I'm trying to be very good.
It's really good when they start saying whatever.
Ziggy's channel is very PG,
Whatever.
mine not so much, so I'm trying to keep it very okay.
This is actually a really important turn. He needs to do something. Like, you're way ahead right now.
I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
Sweaty, I'm getting sweaty.
So this
now.
is kind of interesting. He's reading his cards, and in coverage we have a term for that. We call it, we got a reader. And we definitely have a reader
Oh,
here.
yeah, I'm ready.
That's a slang term for a
siren go
player
off, you
who
get a
like
button.
doesn't play quite enough to know all the cards by heart. You know, it's a reader.
I'm still at that point myself.
Yeah,
but-
there's nothing wrong with it. It's just you have to note it.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, big players.
I'm going to put this, and then I get to
Oh wow! Oh wow!
enter battlefield, exile target creature opponent controls.
So you're playing Faith Unbroken
Faith Unbroken is the card I'm
yeah, on your Sigardian Priest.
playing. Yes.
And what are you going to target with its ability?
I am going to put it on. So I feel like there's going to be some commentary if I pick the wrong one. I'm going to go with.
You picked the right one. Good job.
That was the one I didn't want you to pick.
So what you should do is just put it underneath
Underneath, 'cause
this.
it's
Yeah,
exiled
because
for that
if that
engine.
goes away, then it
Yeah,
comes back.
okay.
Yeah.
So he goes underneath.
Yeah, just kind of sideways. So he got rid of the Moreland Drifter
enchantment's actually
with
all
that.
that.
Just
Yeah,
a
so he's
2/2
got
right now,
2/2.
but later on in
Yeah,
the
so
game
put
it
it
can
underneath
become a 2/2 with flying. So it was a smart play to take care of that.
And then I'm actually not going to attack.
Oh.
All right.
Get him.
My hands are so sweaty. It's the lights.
Are you nervous under the
Yeah, I'm
under the
really
hard
nervous. I'm really nervous.
the harsh lights in the
Really
feature
playing my
match
feature.
area?
This is it. This is
Oh, that's great. Oh no! Don't do that to him. Don't do that to him.
Declaration
Why?
of Stone.
Don't do
Exile
that
target
to him.
creature.
This leaves the battlefield now as well, right?
Now, let's back up. So he's targeting your creature with Declaration in Stone.
Okay.
You now have the ability, if you would like, to respond to this. If there's anything you'd want to do, like tap down your opponent's creature using the 1 mana you have available and the tapping creature on a not human, just as an example.
Ooh, that's not a
So
play
I was
would've
thinking
picked.
about something.
Just as an example, you do have
In
that
response.
option. You don't have to. And
In
you,
response to what you're doing, I've thought about my actions. I'm going to tap this side. I lose a life because
so does he.
and you also lose a life. So even if I lose now, I don't lose perfect, flawless victory. And
So you
I'm going
lose
to
one
tap
too.
this
Ah, yes.
yeah.
in response to you doing your nonsense, and there are these two go away. Right?
This one goes to your graveyard.
Okay.
And then he gets back his
Now,
mana.
with it,
I'm going to declare attackers.
Now this one has Summoning Sickness.
Because he came back from exile.
Yeah, so the way that they define that is if it started play under your control this turn,
Yeah.
then it doesn't have Summoning Sickness. But it came into play any other way, then it's still sick.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
I'm declaring a single point of attack
okay,
damage.
I will take that single point of damage, chipping
That's your
away.
turn.
We're chipping away.
You feeling pretty good right now?
I'm feeling
Because you're looking
very in
pretty
control
good right now, yeah.
So I'm going to play this guy. So it's an Ironclad Slayer.
Oh, he's going off.
So when this comes into play, you may return an aura or equipment card from your graveyard. So I'm going to get this back, right? And then I'm going to pay nothing because it's cost 4. So I'm going to just do that.
Wait for it.
Wait for it.
And then that's it. I can't do anything else. Yep, your turn.
Okay.
Now this is an interesting turn. I can't wait to see what you do or don't do.
Yeah.
Don't screw this up.
You're making me nervous. I felt confident about what I was going to do, but now I'm not. I think I have an excellent idea of what I want to do.
You should be very confident. Just
I-
don't screw this up.
So much
I'm
more.
going to declare attackers, move to attack phase. Declare attackers.
Okay. I'm not blocking.
I'll allow the damage to reach your face then.
Okay.
You did it!
I did it.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
Yeah.
That's what you wanted him to do?
Yes.
Damn it!
But
I
you-
got tricked by my own.
no. You played good. You played well too.
I did the right thing?
You did.
Okay.
Right
Absolutely
thing was done
did.
every time.
Because I feel like he didn't spend anything, right? So here's my train of thought. He didn't
Okay.
spend anything. So he's trying to trick me into blocking something, and then he's going to go, and then something happens.
Well, the way I was thinking about it is even simpler than that, right? Because that's certainly possible.
Yeah.
But if you block, these both die.
Yeah, exactly.
But what's the card in your hand that he knows about? You need a creature to put that card on.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't just put it on the battlefield, right? So you need a creature on your side, and so he's willing to say, all right, if you want to kill one of these to get rid of that, no problem, because then that card's stuck in your hand.
That's excellent analysis and exactly the way I thought.
Yeah. So because if a player has 10 or less life, does this now transform?
It's actually both.
So you need to get me down 9.
Both players.
Oh, both players?
Yeah.
Oh, if each player, sorry.
Yeah, you have successfully got yourself to 10 life.
Okay. So I was doing it
But
on order.
he's still at 19, so you got a little
I'm
work.
losing. Okay, good. Draw my card.
One half of the equation.
Okay.
I'm feeling that he's getting the opportunity now to play something that I won't be able to answer.
Yeah, it's starting to get to that point where he could play something that costs 5-6 mana that's going to be a real pain
6
for
mana
you.
would be lovely, but I have 5.
All right. Well, we know, and the thing is, he has that one play.
Yeah.
He's got the aura, so he can do that no matter what, and then maybe he has something better.
So I'm going to cast Faith Unbroken again.
Oh, real original.
Right. Here's one thing. I could get rid of that and then just deal some damage to him straight up.
Very aggressive.
I feel like, and I'm going to get rid of this one again. Okay. And then I'm going to attack.
Oh, I like this.
Okay.
Oh, I like this.
Okay.
Very aggressive.
And then I'm going to attack. So that becomes a 5-4.
5-4.
I'm going to block the damage with Raven Standard Baron.
Okay.
All right, we've got our first epic mistake of the match.
Yeah. I do.
And it was on
You
him.
told me to
Yeah, you. So you can pay 1 and a white, tap this guy, and discard any card you choose to make a 1/1.
So I can start flooding
You've
with
got
little creatures.
6 cards in your hand
That's
and
true.
2 mana. The chances that you cast all of these is very low. So it's actually better to tap this and make a 1/1 and just
then
throw
also
that to the bus.
Turn these into one.
Yeah, and then
That's what
you're
I
not
would've
taking the
done.
damage,
That's
and you
what I
still
would've
have this
done,
guy left over. So that's what you should do. But instead, you tossed him under the bus.
I did. I just threw him under the bus.
Yeah, but the good news is it's still 19-10 in your favor.
Yeah, I
You
guess
need
I
to
was
find
playing
lands
overly safe
prompted,
there, but maybe not.
I think so. You can still make a play here if you want.
Okay.
Decides not to. Taste it. Land number 3.
That's
Are you
very
nervous? He
juicy.
looks
I'm
nervous.
I'm very nervous.
The door will be taken
Change the creature can't attack or
If
block.
you wish to register
Yeah, okay, very cool.
riders or
Declaring
on
attackers.
event, please come to the 2 computers closest to the seating.
Yep.
That's your turn.
Okay. First things first is I'm going to play this. So destroy target enchantment. So I'm going to get rid of that. Does this now untap because it gets rid of this?
No, your untap only happens on your untap step unless a card says untap it or that creature untaps, and so it will stay tapped this turn.
Okay, so I'm getting rid of that still though.
Okay, that's all you're doing now?
I'm also going to pay 3, so I both lose 1 life, right?
Yep.
Go down to 7, and I'm going to put this guy out.
What is that one?
So it is a Desperate Sentry. When Desperate Sentry dies, put a 3/2 colorless Eldrazi horror creature onto the battlefield, and it also has Delirium.
Delirium, it gets +3/+0, right?
Yeah, +3.
Yeah, but you've got 1 card in your
card,
graveyard,
yeah.
so yeah.
I think I've lost 2 life this game, and it's been from this.
From both from that.
All right, I'm trying my hardest, okay?
You're playing very well.
Thank you.
You're countering, putting some nice counters out there.
I feel like this is an important turn for you based on your facial expression.
This situation comes up a lot. We call this, so basically he's been mana screwed, right? He has been short on mana. He had 2 mana for 5 turns. You've had a pretty normal mana draw here. You've drawn 5 lands and you've got this Cryptolith Fragments as well. So right now, as of last turn, he didn't play a land. So you know that, not including the 1 card he drew, they're all spells. There's 5 spells plus whatever he drew this turn. And so he's just looking to try to make the game go long enough for him to cast all of these. Because he knows if he casts 5-6 spells this game, he's probably going to be able to win it. But you might be able to kill him before he gets that chance because he keeps missing lands. Okay. So this is him basically trying to stay alive and craft a game where he gets to actually get through these cards in his hand. He's doing a good job of it. You know, he's killed a couple of your creatures already, and he keeps putting it back to you to keep dealing with the things he's doing.
You put my feelings into words in a way that I could not have.
We'll hug later.
I think
this
I
is
have
interesting.
A play. So I'm going to play Angelic Purge to exile target artifact, creature, or enchantment. This creature here, and I have to, as an additional cost, I have to sacrifice a
that. Okay. So this now goes away.
So that guy gets exiled.
And I get my
does
Moorland
this
Drifter
come back into play?
Yes, he gets released.
Yes. So so that one says that the creature comes back when that leaves the battlefield, and in this case, it's going to the graveyard, which counts as leaving the battlefield.
Yeah, and then I'm going to pass my turn.
Then you
It's something
could-
sickness.
Dude, that was a sweet play.
Oh, yes.
I mean, you had to give up your creature, which is a little bit annoying.
Yeah. But as you said, I'm trying to draw the game out to get some mana.
And you're
cast
getting
some
there.
spells.
Things are coming together for you.
There's not much left in my deck. I mean, there's going to be some mana in the rest of that.
Oh,
sure.
yeah, for sure. I'm curious, how many lands did you play in the deck?
I played the standard number of lands for a 40-card deck.
Which is?
I think I played 17.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's right. That is the standard number.
Okay, good.
Sometimes you'll play 18 if you have some really expensive cards in your
almost
deck.
went 16, but I
Don't
thought that
do
might
that.
have been a bit greedy.
Yeah, 16 is, you need a very specific reason to go to 16.
Yeah.
Like, if your most expensive card costs 4, you might be able to go to 16. But otherwise, don't.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to attack with this guy.
We do have a universal sign for when a creature is attacking. Yeah.
Except when they have vigilance.
That's true. And then the universal sign is this. That's what people do.
I get a 3/2 if he dies anyway, so
I'm going to take the damage. I'm going to take the singular damage.
I can now cast an instant.
Yeah, now that he's not blocked, you do have a window to cast an
I
instant
do,
if
yeah.
you'd like.
Yeah, so I'm going to cast this one, where I get +2, +0.
Oh,
so
This is
no.
before I take the damage.
1, 2, and 3. Yep. And then I'm also going to play this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so it gets +1/+1 and gains lifelink. So I get back.
So
what-
first do this.
Yeah, so
Everybody loses
everyone
a life.
loses 1 life.
Yeah.
I went the wrong way. Now I've confused myself. Oh!
You know they're in order
Yeah, I
on
know.
there.
I get confused. Okay, so
All right.
we're on 3 and then 4, and I gain lifelink, so I get 4 back. So that puts me back onto 10, and then it also untaps.
And then he takes 4.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
So how do
happy
you
with
feel
how
about that
worked
play?
out.
Like, you threw away a lot of cards on that one attack.
Yeah, it was terrible.
It was terrible?
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Yeah.
Because he wasn't able to, like, trade a creature or anything with that.
Right, so basically you want to view the cards in your hand as like a resource that you use very carefully. And he just sort of said, like, "Ugh," just like, here's a bunch of cards. Now, he did get a good effect from it. It's 10 to 13 now. He's got a 1/2 that can get bigger. Sorry, and this could even get bigger than that if he can get Delirium going. But yeah, it's a tough position because you've still got all these. You've got all these lands and all these spells in your hand, and he's now out of gas. He has nothing.
I'm going to declare attackers.
Okay. I'm going to take the damage for this, so it dies.
So you're gonna block. All you do is you say, "I block," and then
I
it's
block.
on him.
I'm going to resolve it.
Yeah, and he says, "Okay, sure." And then normally you would use a token, but it doesn't look like we have
we
any
don't
around.
have. That's
so
why I
you'll
was
have
just
to
putting
settle.
that on top of this.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't have a token, yeah.
Totally.
He's a 3/2 Eldrazi.
Yeah, 3/2 Eldrazi.
I am going to play a Stitchwind Scarb, flying 3/1.
Yep.
This is what we call a turning point.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's now playing powerful creatures and pulling ahead, and now you're top decking. You're only drawing 1 card a turn, so you need to draw your good stuff here.
I need something. I need something.
Lands
Combinations
will
are
not
really big.
suffice.
I'll give you your opportunity to top deck something amazing right now.
Okay,
Go for it.
here we go. And I'm also going to pay 2, sacrifice my blue.
Good idea. I like that. Come on, you need the big stuff.
So I'm going to play 2.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, you kind of did it.
Yeah. So I
So-
can tap the target creature the opponent controls. So I'm obviously going to tap this.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to hit you.
Oh, you did it.
3.
Wow.
So we both become under 10 HP.
Oh, you definitely did. That triggers on your upkeep, so that won't.
Oh, that
flip
won't
yet.
trigger until
Yeah,
next
yeah.
turn. You're not so confident then.
Yeah, but you still got it. Don't
Okay.
worry. You're on the right plan here.
And then this also has Delirium, right? So at
It
the
does.
beginning of each upkeep, at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if there are 4 or more cards in your area, tap a target creature that. So when it's your upkeep, because it's each player, I can then tap one of your cards as well.
One of your
And-
creatures.
Yeah. I'm not going to attempt to say that. Can you say the name?
Toppelgeist?
Toppelgeist is what I played. So. do
Yeah,
say
you
something?
did it, dude. That was a sweet turn.
That was good.
Yeah, Thraben Standard Bear is like whatever, but You know how I said you needed to draw something good?
Okay,
You did.
that was it?
Yeah, that was insane.
That's what I meant to, the heart of the cards.
Okay, let's
So
see.
now it's your untap and then your upkeep. So you have a trigger on the stack.
Okay, I'm going to
So
tap.
before you draw.
Before I draw.
I'm going to tap this one.
Yep. So tap.
Tap away.
And now you draw.
And that turns into a 1/4 with flying that deals 3 damage when it attacks, right?
You actually lose 3 life, which is very similar to damage, but yeah.
Yeah, okay, I lose
And
that.
it also has
I'll
death
flip it
touch.
now so we both know.
Yeah.
Do you want to read the card for everyone so everyone knows?
Yeah, so that's Aurora of Emrakul on the other side. 1/4 with flying and death touch, and when it attacks, the defending player loses 3 life. And that's a pretty quick clock. Like, you're going to kill him pretty quickly with that.
It's nasty.
It's nasty, yeah. You've got some problems
We
here.
had a turning point earlier, I thought in my favor.
It was.
Did you lie to me?
No, because I said he has to draw great cards, and boy did he. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, you should flip this back because you actually have a decision to make here, too. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Okay. I'm
Just
guessing
tell
it
him
has
he
to
has
do with
a
that card.
It does have to do with that card.
Okay.
But it's on him for now, so you don't have to do anything.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
All right, he did it.
I'm going to declare attackers with more drift on.
Okay.
Oh, he's getting in there. I like that.
I'm going to block it.
Good afternoon, players. Warm up sealed. Please enter the lily.
Oh, God, I'm so nervous.
I'm nervous too, and you're making me more nervous.
What if he screws it up?
There's a chance it
It
could.
could cost him the game in the
Yeah.
grudge match. By the way, not every day you see this, but creatures tap 2 different ways. You guys sort of teamed
Upside
up for
down
that.
manner and
Yeah.
separate way creatures. Okay, I think I have a play here. So I'm going to emerge from Stitchwing Scar,
Yep.
this guy, and that's going to cost me 3 mana.
I think just 2, right?
Just 2.
It's 6 mana for emerge.
Yeah, just 2.
Yeah, so you're gonna -4 from that. So
Yeah.
it leaves you with 1 and a blue that you're left to pay.
Okay.
So Wretched Grift enters here. When he enters, I draw a card.
Actually,
Yep.
it's when you cast him.
When you cast.
Yeah,
it, not
which
when
is
he
slightly
enters.
different.
Yeah, because they could counter it.
If they counter it, yeah.
Okay.
You have played a land this turn.
Not that I draw a land or anything.
Yeah. Whenever you see a player go like this and put it back in their hand, that's a land. Though I'll tell you, at the last Pro Tour, I saw one of the really great professional players we have right now do that with not a land to try to trick his opponent into thinking that he had a land. Yes, and it almost worked. Yeah, this has been a really good game. It really has. You guys have been fighting it out here.
Okay. I'm going to
You
attack.
getting your rooting section all around? Attack!
I'm going to attack with both of these. So when it attacks, each opponent loses 3 life.
Okay, so when it attacks, that's happening pretty much.
I lose 3 life as well, right?
not
No?
opponent.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You're not your own opponent.
Yeah. That makes
Well,
I mean, self-defeat
he
is
hasn't-
always worst enemy.
he hasn't proven that thus far, but
some days.
as far as the rules go.
some days I'm not sure.
Okay, in response
Here
to
it
this
is.
attacker, I'm going to play Flash. This gives it minus X damage, where X is the number of creatures in my graveyard.
No cards.
Cards in my graveyard. 1, 2,
You've
3,
got 6
4, 5,
cards.
6.
Yeah.
So
Minus
it's not gone?
6 damage.
No.
That isn't aura. He does minus 6 damage, so now he heals me for 3 if only worked.
No, that is not how that works. Yeah, so he gets minus X minus 0. That's it. That's all it does. So it is
Stays
now
alive.
it is now a -3/2.
Yes.
It can
Subject
still
to
block.
change.
Okay, yeah, sure.
It can still block.
Sure.
Yeah. Did you? The thing that's a little confusing is that. So he declared attackers.
Yeah.
And then you did this. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, because that means you have not gone to blocks yet.
No, I haven't declared it
Yep.
yet, no. Well, I'll declare. Oh, so you're attacking with these two.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
why I'm confused why I put that on that, but... Yeah, that confused you too? Okay, yeah, let's...
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
There's a 3/2. I could have killed that. Yeah.
You could have just eaten it, as we say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have just eaten it.
Do you have any cards in hand?
No.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Yeah, that's why when he started doing it, I was like, just do that then.
Yeah. He may as well do it now.
I'm just going to commit to my mistake and
Yeah,
block it anyway.
so
I'll just eat
strategically,
that on the chin.
that is how you do it, honestly. Like you did, you made a mistake. He has no cards in hand. You knew, if you just would have looked, you could have just said block, and he made a mistake and threw his creature into your bigger creature. But instead, you enacted a plan that you had made the turn prior, and it was no longer the best plan, but you're making the right play now by saying, okay, I made a mistake, but I'm going to just suck it up and move
just
on.
kind of
Yeah.
have to admit
So
it.
just to go over what happened, because I know there's a lot of people that won't sort of understand.
We call
from my
it
viewers.
punting.
Punting.
Like from American football punting?
Yeah.
Yeah, and basically you punted and then he re-punted.
Yeah. So what? The really sort of basic version of, or like a really easy way to explain it is, Ziggy casted an aura on one of my creatures, but it was actually a misplay, right?
Yeah.
Where he should have blocked it with this and then just killed this card. It would have been dead.
Yeah.
Right. But the interesting thing that he's done is he's now also decided to still continue to block that creature so it still dies. So even though he misplayed, he's then going to block it. Because I honestly, I never would think to do that.
Yeah.
I would go, okay, you know, I made the mistake, but this card's still out of play effectively to me. I'm then going to block this and then this will die, or I'll just take the damage.
You know, you do see that from the very good players. Everybody makes mistakes at this game. Everybody makes, you know, you watch the Pro Tour and it's not like people are playing flawlessly. If you ask any pro after their match, they'll be like, I can't believe I didn't tap my green mana on that one turn. You know, it'll be always something. But the really good players will embrace that idea of this mistake is now behind me. I have to try to maximize my chance to win the game. Okay. And he's doing that right now by saying blocking is still correct.
Okay, yeah. So this dies, obviously.
I mean, he might flip the table on you or something, but, you know.
Okay, so this
my idea is I still have the opportunity to remove a blocker, so...
So then you take...
One.
I'm going to play Sleep Paralysis.
Slow clap. This is Ziggy's plan from 2 turns, or from last turn, by the way.
Okay.
And it has now come to fruition. Very well played.
So it doesn't untap.
It doesn't untap, yeah.
Which is like particularly annoying on that because all it needs to do is turn sideways to get that loss of 3 life.
I will declare attack as Moreland Drifter.
Okay, I'm going to take it.
This is huge. Now remember that time when I said you needed to draw something sweet? You need to do that again.
Can you do it again?
Into the deciding stage.
What you got, Pandy Boy? Never.
No. So here's what you do. You hold that in your hand and you stare at him like you've got something. There you go. That's perfect. Do that. That's the face you want. You got to at least make him think, well, he might have something. Now, obviously, the cat's out of the bag here. But on your next one, and the other thing to do, definitely, is you draw it and you go, you're reading. Okay, go ahead.
Can
You're reading like this beautiful little star shape or whatever.
Can I get that tattooed on me?
Yeah, that's what you should think.
From your experience with Magic, how much of it do you think is mind games? How much of a percentage, say, out of 100 do you think
probably 2 or 1.
Yeah, you think
it's very small. Yeah, if you play technically well,
mind games won't do anything.
Mind games are a minor effect. Okay. They're minor, and they also don't work as well on the better players. They'll see that stuff coming. Actually, it's funny. The way it works is entry-level players, it doesn't work at all because they don't even know what they're doing. So how can they figure out what you're doing, right? Like he's just going to play his cards. You're just going to play your cards. You're not going to say, haha, you might have this one specific card in the set, and I'm going to now, we call it playing around it, right? I'm going to play a way that makes it so that card's not good. You guys aren't at that level yet. You're not going to do that.
We don't overthink everything.
Right, you're more playing your hand and trying to figure out how you can win the game. When you get to the next level, you start thinking about what your opponent's doing a lot more. Those are the people that tend to fall for the mind tricks. Okay. Then when you get to the next level after that, which is like the pro level, you've seen all the mind tricks and you know better than to pay too much attention to something like that. So yeah, that's kind of the progression. Are you going to attack?
With this?
Yeah. So here's a good rule of thumb. If it's not going to block,
but I'm still going to play the effect,
and it can attack, you should attack.
Yeah?
Yeah, because look, what else is it doing?
Okay, true.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to hit you for 1.
I mean, it might win you the game. You know, you've got him down to 5.
At the beginning of your turn, so that's it, my turn's finished. At the beginning of your turn, I'm tapping this young man.
Okay. I'll allow that.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
He's a gentleman, isn't he?
Very lovely of you. Very nice of you. Thank you.
Dear God, man. He's kind of a brute. You're not going to like him very much after this turn.
Declaring attackers.
Yeah, I have to. I got nothing.
Okay, so you go to 6.
At your leisure.
Yeah, this is not good news.
Standard constructed.
Thalia, Heretic.
Oh, lovely.
3/2 first strike. Creatures and non-basic lands your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. So if you top deck something nice, you have to wait an extra turn to use it.
That's alright. That's alright.
I don't know if it is.
I can take that. It's alright.
But wait, there's more. That was Act 1 of his play.
That was Act 1 of my play.
I feel like you didn't realise that was Act 1. That look on his face right then. You had no idea that was Act 1.
He's like, wait, you can play two things in one turn?
Your face is just like... Yes, it was. That was... Of course I was going to play my...
And now for my finale.
Totally new. Near half Chaplain.
Okay.
Chaplain.
Near
Lifelink.
Heath Chaplain.
Near Heath Chaplain.
Heath Chaplain.
Heath Chaplain. Lifelink 3-1.
Okay. You were
Pass
going
to your
play
turn.
them. Okay.
If it's a land, read it. Just do me that. Just read it. Think about it.
That's it. Yep.
Are you worried about what he has in his hand?
I'm not. I think it's a land card.
At the beginning of your turn, I'm going to tap Old Mate again.
The Friday afternoon constructed standard number 1. Jack, Chris, Max, Damien, Ronaldo, Alan, Joshua, and Joe, please come to the side of the stage.
I'm going to declare attackers.
As you declare attackers, I'm going to cast this.
Oh, no.
1
For real?
2.
It's totally a land.
Prevent all damage that would be dealt by this turn by non-human creatures.
Human.
Now listen, I didn't plan on you having so many humans, okay? If you were anything else, this would have been
But you
great.
could have tapped down something else.
Well, I can only tap one thing, can't I?
Yeah, but like this isn't a human, so you're not taking damage from this anyway. So you could just be like, I'll tap that.
The misplays.
Now the truth is, you're still alive. So
Okay.
it didn't cost you the game this turn, but it might next turn.
So, Hound, I lose 3, don't I?
Oh, are you going to block?
Declare a blocker.
Because these are all attacking you still. This one's not going to do damage because it's not a human.
Okay,
But-
so
This is 6 and you're at 6, so you have to
I'm
block.
going to block this one so that one dies. Then I die.
I gain 3.
Well,
life.
no.
Why do you gain 3 life?
Prevent.
No. So read this one.
Prevent all damage would
what
be
was
dealt
that?
this turn by non-human sources. Oh, so
Your
no.
Toppelgeist is a spirit, so the damage is going to be prevented from that. Awkward.
But my human deals damage to him.
Correct. Sucks.
Oh, so that helps him?
That part did, yeah.
I hate this game so much.
You did prevent this 2 damage, though.
Okay.
You kept yourself
So you
alive.
are alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Love
like you
hate this
said,
game.
he's gaining 3 from the Near Heath Chaplain, and you're taking 3 from Thalia.
Okay, but I'm alive. I'm alive.
There's more bad news.
Oh,
There is more bad news. Lone Rider. First
I
strike.
love that card. I love that card.
And at the beginning of the end step, if you gain 3 or more life this
Yeah,
turn,
just
transform
bloody-
Lone
yeah.
Rider.
I got that
Could
during the
not have
draft
been on a
night.
better turn.
So brutal.
4/4.
Yeah.
First strike, trample lifelink.
Yeah. All right, I get it. Right, here we go.
This is the one.
You would have been lovely so many turns ago. I'm going to play you for 2. No.
It does.
So Thalia's lieutenant, when Thalia's lieutenant enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on another human you control. Whenever a human enters the battlefield under its control, put it. Why is it dead? It's a Thalia.
This is in your graveyard, too.
She taps her own lieutenant.
Yeah, that is savage.
That's a war
Yeah.
victory right there.
That's
Can I
just
play
brutal.
this again?
Yes, you'll still lose the game.
There's dissension in your ranks here.
Good game,
Good
sir.
game. Good game.
That was actually like
Good games, guys. That was a fun.
That
That
was
was
a
a
fun
good,
match, yeah.
drawn-out game.
Thank you very much for the
Really cool.
commentary.
You're
That was
welcome. It was my pleasure.
Most insightful as well.
Yeah, that was really fun. We all learned a lot today.
I expected to be insulted, but I didn't expect to learn.
That's the 1-2 punch I give you. I do a podcast called Limited Resources. It is about drafting and sealed deck, like basically what you guys are playing here. And the goal of the podcast is to make you better. That's the whole goal. You show up and, like the little tidbits we were doing here, it's like the whole show is that. I do that with Luis Scott Vargas from Channel Fireball. He's a Hall of Fame Magic player too, so he brings a lot of knowledge. I can be found on Twitter. I am Marshall_LR. That's for Limited Resources. I also do a constructed podcast called Constructed Resources with Eric Froelich, and I do coverage for Wizards of the Coast at Grand Prix and Pro Tours.
Thank you very
Cool,
much for
man.
your time.
Thanks.
It's
I appreciate
fantastic.
it. Yeah, it was nice to meet you guys.